I wanted to make this kind of video a long time ago and to talk about my story, how I became a 3D artist. I don't know really, maybe to someone it will be interesting how people start their journeys, and I believe that everyone has its own way and every way is unique. I just wanted to share my way in this short video. Maybe I will start right from the beginning, from where it started. I mean, where my interest started to 3D. I was born in 1982 in Kazakhstan. It's one of the countries that been a part of the Soviet Union. And I remember now when I was a child, I always was admired by sculptures. I saw different sculptures walking in the streets, and especially those who had some anatomy, and I was admired. I was standing and looking at them, and wow, they were so attractive to me. But that wasn't conscious interest. I didn't know anything about what I want to do in the future, and it was just interest. And when I was a kid, like 10, 12 years old, I remember I liked playing with toy soldiers, especially with those who were looking like strong, with strong characters and with good, if it will be the toy with correct anatomy, I was liking it more than others. I was hating toys which were looking which were standing in a boring poses, like in a stiff poses with no gesture. And yeah, but my parents they wanted me to be a diplomat, a politician. I don't know why. Maybe it's an normal desire for parents to be their kids successful in some way. And from my childhood they were telling me that you will become a diplomat. And their dream came true, when I was 18 years old. I passed exams and I applied for international relations department to one of the leading universities in my city, and I got the minimal score for needed to be applied for the grant. I mean, yeah, so it doesn't matter. I was admitted, and I started learning international relations and political science. And after I finished university, of course, I started working in my field. And I never liked it, working in the office, and I worked in different organizations. All of them were government related, and one day I started working as a diplomat in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and worked there for 10 years. And sometimes I liked it because it's not the baddest. Obviously it's a good job because you have opportunity to travel around the world, but sometimes you just worked I just worked years in the office in my country, and it was really, really boring. And every day it was pain to wake up and go to work and to be where you really don't want to be, and to do things that you really don't want to do. And I see that most of my colleagues, they were doing the same. They didn't want to come there, but were coming and working. And of course they didn't love their work. They all wanted, I don't know, some of them maybe wanted money, some of them stability, some of them wanted career, but none of them were doing their work from the love, from their inside passion. Because working in the governmental system, it's the system is very rigid, rigid system, and you have some small creativity, and if you feel that you like working there, it's fine. I'm not saying that, but I was feeling that I'm not in the place where I want to be, and always was thinking, like, if I would work or do what I like and spend all that time on some things that I like, it will be much more effective. And the day has come. I was already 36 years old, and I decided to leave. It was scary, but when final decision was taken, I felt so happy, and my wife supported me. She always supports me in the hard decisions. So I quit the job and started trying different things. And when I was still working at the ministry, I forgot to tell you that my small kid, he was about 5 years old, and he asked me to make a car for him, small car from a clay. And I bought a clay and did it for him. And I liked the process of working with clay. And after one car, I did another one, and then another one, and then started Instagram and started making more complex cars. And then I bought a professional clay. It's called Monster Clay, and was trying even to make characters. And at that time, I remember my dream was, like, if I only could make something, a human body, anatomically correct, I would feel happy. I was thinking like that at that time, but I didn't believe that I would ever be able to make something like that. So when I left my job, I didn't go into my hobby right away. I tried doing business, and I failed. I didn't like it. It was a small shop. It wasn't profitable at all, so I quit it. And after that, I started thinking how I can do something what I really love, and at the same time to earn some money. And I found CG, I found 3D modeling, and I liked it because you don't need to buy any clay, and you don't have to mess with that, and it seemed to me easier, and at the same time it had so much possibilities in terms of shading, and like it was endless possibilities for creativity. And I found an online school and applied there, and spent my savings on that, and I studied there for about 2 years. And since I was willing very much to study, my mentor noticed that, and he offered me a job in that school, and I worked there as a assistant to the mentors. And that was a great time when I really got the basics of my current skills, because I was communicating to leading artists, 3D modelers from Disney, from having background in the leading studios of the world, and it was an amazing experience. But the job was temporary, and one day they simply told that the contract is finished because there is no more that big demand for the courses we were providing, and then I started looking for a real job in the studios, and right away I applied to one Ukraine-based studio online, I mean remote, and they give me a test, and I did it, they liked it, and they hired me. And unfortunately we worked only a couple of months because I don't know why, but we were doing the series of cartoons for kids, educational cartoons, and the client, he told that we have enough series and we don't need any more. So I lost the job again, second time, and since that I applied to many studios, and without any answer, they were just refusing me. I don't know why. So I decided to, at some point I decided to start my YouTube channel, and I'm liking it right now. Yeah, so that's basically my story. At some points when there was not enough money, I was really frustrated, and I was even thinking to come back to my previous job, even though I don't like it, because I have a family and I need to feed it. And at the same time I saw that AI is rapidly developing, and it was about only a couple of months ago I was really depressed and demotivated because of AI, and I thought that the 3D modeling is not it doesn't have any future perspective to develop in it, to continue working in it, and finally to get a job. And yeah, I decided to come back to civil service, because my friends are there and they can offer me a good position maybe. But in the end, like when everything was ready, I again decided to come back to what I really love, and let's happen what needs to happen, but I don't want to come back. And my wife again supported me, and without knowing what will happen in the future, I decided to just keep doing what I love. I will continue working on my YouTube channel, sharing with you with my experience. And just enjoying my life. And I decided to never again to make decisions out of fear, because they are not leading to anywhere. And anyways, we have only one life, and we have to do what we love here. We don't have to make something out of fear. So I decided to stay on my track. I decided to work on what I like, and let's happen what needs to happen. So I hope that my story will probably be interesting for someone. I really felt that I needed to share my story with you, with someone. And since I'm a big introvert, it was very uncomfortable for me to share something like this, but at the same time something was sitting in me and wanting to share. So the day has come, and sharing, and I hope you like it or don't like it, but maybe it will be useful to some of you to take your decisions in the life. Maybe they will be right or not. I don't know, and nobody knows. But the thing what I wanted to mark, that when I take this decision from my heart, that moments were the most happy, one of the most happy moments in my life. And since then, since I took that decision, I feel very happy every day of my life. I'm just enjoying it, enjoying sculpting, enjoying doing what I like, enjoying waking up when I want. And even though I don't have that much money from the civil service, I have more enjoying life, and I don't have any idea of what will happen in the future and where will I come, but that's making my life even more interesting. So that is basically all what I wanted to say today. And thank you for being with me. Thank you for subscribing, supporting my channel. And I need to say that your support is motivating me a lot to continue what I'm doing, and it's very much fun, to develop as an artist without knowing where you will come. So that's fun. for now it's all, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.
So strong.